Good day everyone, welcome to another video lesson, and in this video you'll learn how to apply the concepts of arithmetic sequence in solving real-life examples. For our quick review, previously we defined arithmetic sequence as a sequence where the difference between consecutive terms is constant, and we used the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d in determining the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. Now that we know what an arithmetic sequence is and the formula that we are going to use, let's explore how it applies in real life. For example, number 1, suppose your salary increases by 1,000 pesos per year. If your starting salary is 20,000 pesos, how much is your salary after 5 years? To determine your salary after 5 years, we use the fact that your starting salary is 20,000 pesos, and this will serve as our A sub 1, and it increases constantly by 1,000 pesos per year, so this will serve as our constant difference. By using our formula, we have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. So since we are looking for your salary after 5 years, so therefore this is a sub 5 is equal to our first term, which is your starting salary, and that is 20,000 pesos, plus 5 minus 1 times our common difference, which is 1,000 pesos. Now, by simplifying this, you will have 20,000 plus 4 times 1,000. And so simplifying this one further, you'll have 20,000 plus 4,000, meaning to say after 5 years, your salary is 24,000 pesos. For our second example, in theater, there are 30 seats in the first row, and each row adds 5 more seats. So how many seats will there be in the 12th row? To determine again how many seats will there be in the 12th row, we use the following information that there are 30 seats in the first row. This will serve as the value of our A sub 1, and each row adds 5 more seats. So this 5 here will serve as the value of our D. By substituting this 1 in our formula, we have A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times D, and we'll have here a sub 12 is equal to 30 because this is our first term. We are looking for our 12th term, so we have 12 minus 1 times our common difference, which is 5. Simplifying this, 12 minus 1, that gives us 11, and 11 times 5, that gives us 55. So 30 plus 55, there are 85 seats in the 12th row. For the third example, a student saves 500 pesos every month. The total savings at the end of the month forms the sequence 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and so on. Now, how much will be the savings at the end of 12 months? Now notice that our sequence here is an arithmetic sequence with our initial term, which is 500, and we have our common difference, which is 500. By substituting those information in our formula, we can now determine our savings at the end of 12 months. So that is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And so a sub 12 is equal to our first term, which is 500, plus 12 minus 1 times our common difference, which is 500. And by simplifying this, 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 times 500, that gives us 5,500. And adding 500 to that, that will give us a total of 6,000. So therefore, the total savings at the end of 12 months is 6,000 pesos. For our last example, a person walks 500 meters on the first day, 600 meters on the second day, 700 meters on the third day, and continues increasing the distance by 100 meters each day. How far will the person walk on the 20th day? Now, based on the problem, the person walks 500 meters on the first day, so this 500 meters here will serve as our A sub 1, and it increases the distance by 100 meters each day. So this 100 meters will serve as our common difference. Substituting this one in our formula, we have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Since we're looking for the 20th day, therefore we are looking for a sub 20, and that is equal to 500 plus 20 minus 1 times 100. Simplifying 20 minus 1, that will give us 19, and multiplying 19 and 100, that gives us 1,900. Adding 500 to that, that will give us a total of 2,400. So meaning to say, in the 20th day, that person will walk for 2,400 meters. To summarize what we've learned in this video, we just applied the concept of arithmetic sequence in solving the problem. And again, we define arithmetic sequence as a sequence where the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. And the formula for determining the nth term is a sub 1 is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So thank you for watching. See you again next time.